about dragons, Raymond here. So today, welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. I heard a lot of good things about this game. It may look like a typical game, but there's gonna be a lot of good stuff in this game. I'm not gonna say much, but yeah, let's get into it. I never played this game before, so let's get into it. An annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw near to herself. That girl's Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend that you never see yourself making today, but just because it's kind of worse because you've known for each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she will always say more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. If she going to chase me like this, I would feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and out of run of the crosswalk and let Sarah catch up with me. I almost slept again. I caught you this time. Maybe only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You said that like you never thinking about annoying me. Yeah, I had to like. I'm just trying to figure out if I'm like talking like over the music. If the music's like too loud. That's me, Ray. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think that we're like a couple or fine. But don't you wait for me after all. I guess you don't have to have it in you to be mean if you don't want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We crossed the street together to make our way to the school. As we draw near, the streets become more increasingly speckled with other students making their daily routine. By the way, Ray, have you decided on a club to join yet? Club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs today. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would want to join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one It's possible. Well, I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our conversations, I just gonna go along with whatever she goes on about. Alright. Sayori, it likes to worry a little bit too much about me when I'm perfectly consent, just getting by on the event while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is important to me, you know. And I know that you're happy now, but I'll die of that at the thought of you being in need in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Promise you to try a little. I guess. I'll promise you that. Yay. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself went to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little saturate everything inside of her head. The school day is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall for looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. He already wants me to check out any clubs. Check out the club. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I looked around and I realized that I'm the only one left in the room. I thought I catch up with Captain pointing out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, then come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. It's not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she's the only one who did it because she thought it would be fun to start a new club. Since she always the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interests in literature guaranteed to be even lost. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I was bringing a new member. And that's you make cupcakes and everything. Yeah. Don't make promises you can't keep, Sayori. I can't tell if Sayori is really not much of an airhead or she is so cunning as a plan. All of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Hey man, you gotta do everything to get a cupcake. I'll pretty much do everything for a cupcake. Alright. Oh, shit. Just smacked my microphone. Alright. I dejected, following Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third year and classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings the door open of the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Huh? I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. I love her fucking hair. She has nice hair, beautiful goddamn eyes, and yeah. Sayori always say nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Hey. Ah, great. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Hey, Monica. Words escape me in this situation. This club. It's full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small feature makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made the cupcake, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, right? Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other, well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica is was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, out of my league. So, having her smile at me was genuinely feels a little... You do too, Monica. Come, sit down, Ray. We made a room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I got too excited. Then, I'll make some tea as well. The girls have a few decks arranged in the form of a marmite table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been lightened, so there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Oh, excuse me. Natsuki and Yuri walked over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feel awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki, he proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated with like little cats. The whiskers were drawn in icing and little pieces of chocolate to use to make the ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Yeah, well, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica and I follow. It's delicious. Sayori, with her face full, talks with her mouth full, and has already managed to get some icing on her face. I turn the cooker around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glancing in my direction. She is waiting for me to take a bite. I finally bite down. The icing was sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thinking it? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you and everything. I thought you were technically dead. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for you, darling. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry. The teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? That is true. It does help you read a good book. I guess. Don't let yourself get into that Yuri's trying to impress you. It's not like that. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I'll lose enjoy tea. Yuri faintly smiles to herself and relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and then smiles. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Sometimes something tells me that I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so... That's okay. president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You probably would have been a board member. Probably be a board member for any major clubs. Why have you? Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget, policy, and how to prepare for events. I would much rather take something I personally enjoyed and make something special about it. If it encourages others to get into literature, I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is really a good reader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there's no more people in your school like you. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all in the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. But you have to work hard to convince people that you both have fun and worthwhile. But it's like school events. The festival. That's so much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone astoundingly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all delighted by the idea of a new member coming. I thought, though, I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Ray, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering a little I read about these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering it. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly sparks up. Sorry, I cannot talk. Ah! It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy world. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Telling you a good story in such a boring world is usually impressive. Yuri goes on, clear and passionate about her reading. She seems too reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it was obvious by the way her eyes lit up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories of deep psychological elements, usually humor to me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberately takes advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely grow the loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. It definitely grasp something I can relate to a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't be suspected that Yuri, for someone as gentle as you, I guess successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Actually, she's not wrong. Back then, I used to have nightmares. I just was not a big fan of horror stuff. But over time, over the years, I grew to love horror stuff. I would sometimes watch scary movies, watch creepypasta sometimes. I love to play horror games. I love horror games, such as my gameplays, my playlists. I played Sophie's Curse on the channel, Five Nights at Freddy's. There's gonna be a lot of good horror games out there, and I would love to put them on the channel. So yeah. Well, it's just Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually would write something cute about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looks like you were writing on a poem called "Don't Say It Out Loud." Get that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and places her hand on her shoulder. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you're writing your own poems? You're writing your own poems? Oh, shit. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. I'm very confident right again. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of right takes more than just confidence. The truest form of the right is towards oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing the vulnerabilities and showing the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe you can share some of your work. You can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess the same is for Yuri. I want to read everyone's poems. We all sat in silence for a moment. Okay, everyone. I have an idea. Natsuki and Yuri look bars at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. When the next time we meet, we'll all share them for each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all a little bit more comfortable with each other and strengthening the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Ray? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Huh? What's that? Now we're back at the original topic of joining the club. I promptly come forth and looked busy on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decisions. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. Hey, you all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision like this? That is, if right poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came here for confidence, I would be super pissed. and then make it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember today's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks at me once more. Hey Ray, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. I can really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre handwriting skills. I can already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up the food. Hey Ray, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sierra and I never walk home together anymore because she's always staying after school for club. Sure, might as well. Yay! And with that, the two of us parted to part the classroom and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. I don't know. I'm having a weird feeling. Something about Monica just seems off to me. Yuri's probably my favorite. Natsuki's kind of cute too. Sayori is kind of just bubbly. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I just have to make the most of my circumstances and make sure I have a good fortune. Good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words that you think your favorite club member likes. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Sorry I didn't talk too much on that because I was like focused on which one I had to pick. Hi again, Ray. Glad you see you didn't run away from us. Nah, don't worry. This time this might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was last coming, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Ray. I hope this isn't too overwhelming. Making you dive headfirst into the literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Celia told me everything. last year too. If you don't plan to just come in here and hang out or what. But if you don't take the seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps their manga collection in the classroom. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Sweepy defeated, Natsuki plopped back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Ray always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room, not dependable. Shiori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Ray become great friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori is obvious about the weird situation she just put me into. Oh. Yuri. Even brought me something to you know. Hang on. Oh. Woo! Oh, that felt good. Sorry, I had to pop my back. Oh my god. That felt good. Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. Hey, it's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like it's not a big deal when it's not really meant. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It makes me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah. I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. Don't know. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I've got a book that might help you today. So read. It is a short read, so it should keep your attention if you don't read. And we should, discuss it if you want it. This is how Andrew accidentally being so cute. Yuri's probably been the cutest of all, she even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. I had trouble saying words like this. Sorry. Well, you can read it on your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some special activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is running through something around in the closet. And looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I'm slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some book Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling like I'm a little too tired to read. possibly fall asleep right now. But I close my eyes and I close my eyes and end up listening to Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably going to be really late. We're going to be seeing really late compared to all the other Nicoles, so well, we can't give up. The festival is our best chance to show everyone that what literature is all about. The problem is the idea of a literature book sounds too dense and personal. It's not like that at all, We just need a way to show everyone that, sorry. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, no one will come in the first place. If it's just a literature event. So the more important is to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, And they'll come, and we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her debating like this. That is a good point. In that case, do you think food would do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. Well, that wasn't the why you suggested. Cupcakes speaks to my creative tongue. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Me too, Sayori. I'm hungry right now. I'm always hungry. Anyways, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is in her usual self. Where their door lies the unsuspecting reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding out any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind into things and makes them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. I open up my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Do they have does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're going to have less time for anime, You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that out loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica over here. It's true, Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. That's what I do best. That's the problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Nah, not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you been gotten up in time? That's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me a benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over me. Sayori glances around at herself. Yeah. Oh, God, I got it. Oh, my gosh. Whew. There we go. How is it written all over me? You were clearly rushed this morning. Look at your hair. Look, your hair is sticking out all around you. Ah, I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look at the bow. Look, your bow isn't even straight either. And there's toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I tried wiping off the stain with my finger, but nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody wants gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Unfortunately, I don't really care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Eh, that's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I started to button up the blazer from the bottom. Once you notice how much it barely looks, you'll change your mind. Oh boy, here we go. I'm gonna get so roasted for this. This is so funny. What is? Well, isn't just how it weird to have a friend that does these kind of things? Don't say that. It'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I imagine we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why isn't this so hard to close? I struggled to fully close the button near the top of your chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever button it, you were able to know. Fuck. If you ever button it, you'll be able to know serious that it doesn't fit you anymore. Like some of the clothes I wear a large size clothing and it fits me. Any like medium will sometimes fits me. I wear like medium or large clothing, but sometimes some of my clothes just straight up don't fit me at all. Some clothes don't fit me. It means my boobs got bigger again. Ah, jeez. Can't blame her. I can't blame her. That's her word. That's her words, not mine. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look so much better now, so... Why doesn't it feel so strange to see blazer? Your blazer button up like that. Why is it so stuffy? It's not worth it at all. Sarah hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. That's so much better. You already push her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? Why are you saying that if it's a good thing? Because when I have a boyfriend, then he wouldn't let you do things like this. That's true. If she does have a boyfriend and I would do stuff like that, do things like that, he probably would kick my ass. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I keep it up on. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I don't say anything embarrassing. Liar. Jeez. Well, just keep focused on trying to wake up earlier. Only if you focus to go to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. Well, I guess we're really in the same page of taking care of each other and are taking care of ourselves. I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come and wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, sweetheart. I was only joking. But I was only Ray, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound aesthetic, but still, Sayori still found a way to retrieve her poem. By the way, Ray, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. God damn it. My relaxation ends. I can't believe you agreed to do something so unfair. I couldn't really find out so much expression since I've really never done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica especially pulled out their poems. Sayori is one on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers on a notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Not to be your luggage apply as well and reach your bags. I do the same myself. Who would I like to show my poem with? Boy. I'll go with Sayori because she wants to see mine. I'll go with Sayori. I'm definitely more comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Ray. Huh? I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what it's like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's option was more a little distorsive than mine. Or this. Maybe even not so this. Are you sure you don't like it? Just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's the part of it. I think I understand you better a lot more of all the people you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Ray poem. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good one. And that makes it a little extra special. Like when I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm just really happy that you just wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really important of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't make or break my promise. See? Just like I said before, Ray. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Try new things like this for other people. That's something that really good people can do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not really sure if Sayori sees the full picture of what goes here. Then again, I can't really deny the part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her at all, and yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have a lot of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. All right, I'm gonna hold you out on that. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you go through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out to play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. I'll try my best. Oh, yeah. I didn't mean to say it like that. It was a bad poem. It just came out nice. Or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast. My girl, if I had breakfast, I would have bacon, eggs, okay, my breakfast would be eggs, bacon, and some toast. So, I'll give her a point. I'm gonna give her points on that for good breakfast. Even if you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Onyx is the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. I'm gonna go with Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. I made it past it more than enough time to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. So, this is your first time reading a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that might be after reading it, though. So, is that bad? No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. Yuri looks so cute when she's blushing. I'm saying, she looks cute. I'm sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice. Haven't gone anywhere. It might just take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually used to typical of new writers. And have been through that myself. I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I realized in new writers is that they try to make their style more deviant. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style that's separate from the typical manner, and the form fit the worlds together. In a world in the inner result that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it was as for the meat her total changes. Miss Stanley is completely gone and sounds like an expert. And of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that can go into writing for a simple poem. It's not just them writing brilliantly now, it's just getting them to work. Spending is probably the most challenging part ever. It might take you some time, but it all comes to practice and learning by example and trying new things. And I hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. That's key can be blazed though. Blaze? How? Bias? How? Oh well, never mind. I shouldn't talk about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, and it's a rare opportunity to see her. Which is kind of funny. After all, this actually a pretty good poem. I'm sorry I have to. I'm sorry if I have to say but I wasn't thinking like that at all. It didn't take you a long time to read. Well, it isn't just like a script at all. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Pretty as hair. Pretty as her hair. That's a really. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was very desiccated. Isn't it? It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more muted, something easy to digest, I suppose. Aren't you into ghost theory? Mm-hmm. Actually, the story isn't just about ghosts after all, Ray. Really. I totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glaze over it at all. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than just tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to the ghost, lingering in her remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, soon being left with nothing. That's a lot of symbolism, to put it that way. I really thought of that. But that's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you liked it. Think about it. Just remember that it won't be long before you picked up on these things too. Maybe you're right. I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Go with Natsuki. Come on. Well, well, it's about something I was suspecting from someone like you. Oh shit. That's a little prime. Well, excuse me. It's not like I say it was bad. It's just don't want to provoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough. For your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I just need to show you mine. Well, if that's not you. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you you were gonna like it. I like it. What? Just to be honest, I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it at all? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be so sophisticated and stuff. So people don't take my writing seriously. Okay, I'm gonna give her points on that. Like, in her poem, she it could be a lot of things. A lot of things can try. A lot of people can try, or some things like that. I'm probably not going on rambling, but a lot of people can try things that we couldn't. Eagles can fly, owls can seek, cheetahs run, but people can try. People can literally try on this. I'm not an expert. I'm not a damn expert on this stuff, but I'll give her credit. I'm giving her 2 points. I'll give her 5 points for that. But isn't the point of the poems are people to express themselves? Your rights, though, wouldn't make your message less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but when it hits you hard. Like in this poem. See everyone around you do great things that can be really disheartening. decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But in the but in the other nice thing is sample writing, but it is put more weight into wordplay. I like to set up a rhythm at the end, but when it falls flat on you, falls flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Don't expect from the youngest one here thing new. Well, guess not. I decided to humor her for the last moment. I didn't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud now, I won't take that away from her. Last one is Monica. Hi, Ray. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you are new and everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid of bringing up things, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'm gonna be afraid of breaking things up. I'm so much better at just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, I want you to share your poem with me. It kind of be embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Ray. We'll have a little embarrassing today, you know. But it is kind of a short barrier that we can all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. And a hit mark on my poem. I like this one. It makes me feel something that Yuri would like. Is that so? You and Yuri are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had these sort of things in common. Yeah, well, we may be good friends, but Yuri and I are actually really different. Would that be the case? I suspected from someone has similarities that we expect. The way that she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if it shows you different ways, it ends up more particular than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe that I would get reading from your poem. You sure not reading it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in that case, Yuri's handwriting has a kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each other. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things in life. It could take a while for me to get comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'll have to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write anyone the way anyone else wants you to. Yeah. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyways, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound very confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, if that's the case, I have something to sound confident. That doesn't, always feel that way, I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. I see the direction of sparkle mouth, a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know I wasn't home. I peered inside for a clue. No, permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a hole that's not too bright. It wasn't too deep, stretching forever into anything. A hole is an infinite choices. I realized that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. So what do you think? It's very free form, if you can call it that. Sorry, if I'm sorry, I really not the right person to ask for right feedback. It's okay. Yeah, it's kind of style that's gone very popular some days. This is why a lot of poets have been putting into synopsis on the time in between words and lines. When performed out, it could be very powerful. But what was the explanation behind this one? Well, I'm not very sure how to put it. I guess you could say it has some empathy recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. Empathy? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about this stuff like that because it's always causing us scrutiny. After everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's a Monica writing tip of the day. It's something which sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain is too fixated on a specific point. If you try hard to make it perfect when you make everything perfect, just force yourself to get into something down on the paper and tighten it up later. On the other way about it like this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. Just move it along and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Whew. Yeah, that's everyone. Yep. And I am gonna say no. Okay, so I'm gonna